everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Leslie. Today it's another Thrifty Thursday. So today we had to use dangly bits, vellum and watercolor. So I don't have any dangly bits, so I'm going to make some dangly bits. And then you see the pink vellum that I had over there just for a little bit with the white vellum or the plain vellum. And then I've got my watercolors that I'm going to be using to the left there. Now you see that I haven't really used them so much, so I'm still experimenting with the colors. Now I'm not new to watercolors, but these watercolors are very intense, so I'm still experimenting with these watercolors a little bit. So what I'm doing over there, I am just applying some water to the page and then adding my watercolor or my mixture or my the little bit that I mixed over there, the light pink, and then some more of the dark cerise pink color to the page. I could have added some more water so that it blended a bit better, or that it had a bit of a more of a watercolor look to it, a less intense look. If you want to add watercolors to your page and you want it less intense, add more water to your watercolors, and then you'll see how they run and blend, and it's quite beautiful. So the reason why I did the dots or the circles is because in the photo my daughter's pants have these little, she's got pink pants on with white dots, so I thought it would be cute if I made some pink dots on white paper. And you don't see that really over there, but I did do some very light pink, almost white dots on the page as well. And I'm just using the rest of that light pink that I mixed, and I'm just sprinkling it. Now I am just using my the white watercolor, and watering it down quite a bit so that it's very watery, and sprinkling it over my pink dots that I made. Now the collection that I'm going to be using, or the stickers that I'm going to be using in this layout, is from Doodlebug. I'm not sure what collection it is from, some spring or some summer collection or some, but it's from a while ago. And there's some green in there. That is why I brought in some green in the with the splatters that I made, following the little dots that I made over there. So this is the vellum that I'm going to be using, and that's of the same collection, and it's a gorgeous vellum, and you can see the different shades of pink that I've got going there. So now I'm still thinking, how am I going to make my dangly bits? And again, as you can see, there is a slight flicker in my video, and this is because I've got new lights, and I record all my videos on my phone. I've got a Samsung, and it's got an awesome camera, and all my stuff's on there on my phone. My editing software and everything is on my phone. However, I don't think the camera can cope with the amount of light that these lights are putting out, so that's why there's a slight flicker. Now I try to remedy this flicker as much as I can, and you can see as soon as I put that black my black craft mat, the flicker goes away a little bit. So it's all about the light that comes that my phone can't handle, but it's okay. So I'm going to be stitching two of the vellum hearts together, the pink and then the plain vellum, and I'm going to be just doing a plain back stitch, and I'm adding sequins in between each stitch. So that is going to count as my dangly bits. And I wanted to do sort of a gradient sequence, so it's a lighter sequence and then a bit of a darker pink sequence, and then a dark sequence right at the top of the little heart. So you'll see that in a bit. Now I'm not going to show you how I make every single heart. I only made 5 of these hearts because it did take me quite a while to make them. And yeah, I had hopes that I could make all of those that I punched out, but in the end I don't use all of the hearts that I punched out to make the dangly bits. So I didn't have the time to make it. I'm a bit, I haven't been like crazy active on my YouTube channel the last couple of weeks. I've been very busy at home, and I've had some domestic issues I've had to sort out. But hopefully next week I can get back into it and upload my usual amount that I've been uploading. So, and have more time to sit down and scrap. And so as you can see there, I've torn up that pink piece of vellum, and I've torn up my plain vellum, and I am just going to be layering them behind. I mean, this is like serious haphazard layering. There is no rhyme or reason to this layering. Excuse me. There's no rhyme or reason. I just, wherever I saw a gap, I just thought I could layer something behind that. And I wanted a little white frame or something behind my photo. It looked a bit, my photo looked a bit bare. So I'm going to be doing a lot of layering behind my photo, and you'll see that in a little bit. So you can see how I've placed my hearts, the dangly bits, around the photo, and they in a very nice balanced composition around my photo. Now I use my ATG to attach the vellum to the layout, and I know that you're supposed to use liquid glue if you do use any sort of mixed media on your background, but this is vellum, and the vellum would warp quite badly. If you do use wet glue, it gets it warps. It just, wherever you put the glue, it makes this little bubble. So what I've decided is I'm just going to see how this layout holds up, and I'm sure it's going to be fine. There's, you know, I'm sure it'll be fine in the end. So because this series is all about using your stash, I decided I'm going to use this entire sticker sheet on this layout. Well, almost the entire sticker sheet on this layout. And because I've been hoarding this, and I love this collection, I've got 2 of these sticker sheets. So I am going to be using as much as I can of this sticker sheet on this layout. Now I'm just going to be placing these flowers very randomly around the around my photo in a vertical, you know, the vertical composition I've got going there. Excuse me. My voice is apparently not doing very well this morning. It's dusty season in Dubai. The seasons are changing. And there's been a lot of dust in the air the last 2 days. Excuse me. So I have asthma, so every time there's dust or something that flares up in the air here in Dubai, I get croaky, and it's, yeah, I sound quite awful, so just excuse the croaky voice. So I wish the sticker sheet just had more leaves, because I wanted to add a lot more green to this layout. As I said, I added some of the green splatters. Now, as you can see, I stick to the 4 corners of the layer of my photo to embellish first, and then I sort of go on top of the vellum, and I start embellishing on top of the vellum, and then I realized, no, but something's missing, something's not working. So I'm going to be coming in with some more layering behind my photo in a bit there, and I'm just scattering those little flowers everywhere. There's really no, as I said, no rhyme or reason to the scattering there. It's so I first wanted to fussy cut that little flower pot out, but then I thought, no, but there's no place to really put it. So I really like the blue, and I'm going to be adding that blue strips that I am, those little blue strips that I'm tearing there just behind my photo, and I really like the way that looks because it brings more of the blue in from the blue flowers, and the hello, that's also very blue. Now this photo, as you can see, it's my cuteness, it's Emma, and she was about two, yeah, she was about 2 or almost 2 when we took this photo, and this is her first day of play school. Now, what we do with our kids is we first send them for like maybe 2 days a week for only a couple of hours. And that's just for the social aspect of the, you know, to learn to share and to give Mommy a break as well. But yeah, so she was very excited about her first day. Obviously, when she realized that Mommy wasn't going to play with her in the play school, it was a bit of a disaster. But that was her real first day of school. And she is, you know, when you look back on photos of your kids when they were small, don't you just fall in love with them all over again? And I know I've said this before about one of my sons. When you look at that face, and when you look at the podgy little hands, and when you look how short the little legs were, and it's just, yeah, you just fall in love all over again. So as you see, I went sticker crazy. I just scattered them everywhere. And now I'm bringing in some more of the plain vellum hearts, and you don't really see them now. You don't really see them as much now, but in real life, you can see them popping up because they add a lot of texture and they add some interest. And I really wanted to bring in some more of this the sticker strips. So I am going to be tearing up that little border strip there, and this is also in the same collection. So I'm sticking to that collection, and I've used all the papers that go with it, except that paper. I'm catching myself out here. Except that paper, of course. And I've just got the stickers. Now, as I said, I've been hoarding the stickers. So what I'm doing here is I'm just cutting up some of the strips, and you can see that I've torn off the side of that paper. Now, I tore off too much, and you can see that there's a big gap between the edge of the paper strip that I'm cutting off and the piece that I tore off. So I'm going to have to layer some more paper strips. And you can see that I've just ripped the edge of that little paper strip that I've got going there. I'm going to be adding that strip that I've cut there. And just to make sure that I've got the right size, I'm using my silhouette mat as a guide, just to guide me in how far the strip should be glued from each other. Now, I have to do something with that gap, so I thought I could put some more flowers, and I'm going to be adding this little border strip, not the entire border strip, just this little piece in there, and then you can see, I really love the way that looks. I love the fact that there's a lot of white in that paper strip as well. And there's these fine little grey dots behind the little blue flowers, but you don't see them on the video. So that's going to be it for this layout. Please check out Becky's layout for this week. And I saw it. It's really beautiful. I'll leave a link down for it below. And I'll see you next week, Thursday. Bye.